Okay, yeah, now we need to save this, right? We'll save it as cuboid.java. Huh? No? Why? We already have one cuboid.java, right? Ah, what do I do? I insist we have to save it as cuboid.java. We want to save it as cuboid.java. What should we be doing? Two cuboids. Want to be able to use both of them. In our class, we have got two Vishnu. Fine. And we want to communicate without any ambiguity. What would you do? Use the second name? Your first name, right? First name is same. So use the second name as well, right? And so, because second name, oh, there'll be so many with the same thing as second name, right? So we need something more than just the name of the class itself. So we have to create unique identity and unique names, and they have to be uniquely identifiable. So there is a cuboid which is using composition. There is another cuboid which is using inheritance. So what should we have? Name of the class remains cuboid. That's one thing. Okay, I've put that restriction. Oh, I don't want to compromise on the name of the class. Yeah. So let's call one of them as inheritance.cuboid. Other can be called composition.cuboid. Yeah. Oh, so this class, which I'm defining here, should be called composition.cuboid. Okay. I want it to be called as composition.cuboid, or maybe this is related to geometry. Okay, it's related to the shapes in the geometry, and therefore I might like to have a prefix. So our type names which we define can have a prefix. Okay, so if we put a prefix for our type names, okay, which can be done by using a declaration. In this file, whatever I am defining, whatever types I define in a Java file, I can have a package declaration, which is used for declaring the prefix for the types which I am defining here. Okay. So I can say package. Yeah, what should be the package? Let's say geometry dot shapes. Maybe I just call it as geometry dot shapes. This one is geometry shapes. So what is this class which I have defined? Okay, let me put the comment which is here. Let me take it up over here. Okay, yeah, so this is nothing but available as that's the type which we are defining. Okay, when after class you have only a single identifier. Okay, but if you would like to have some prefix, okay, then you can have a packet declaration with number of identifiers in there. The name of the class is not cuboid now. What's the name of the class? What's the name of the type here? geometry.shapes.cuboid. Okay, and what about this one? What do we do here? Again, here also we can have a declaration of a prefix. So we can say, okay, I want to have a package. The prefix will be shapes dot. Okay, it's using inheritance, right? Right. See, it's a slightly wrong. This is right. It should have been using. We don't want to have actually inheritance in our case here. But anyway, since we are having, and we'll say, okay, this is where I've just tried my inheritance. Right? So now the names become different. The name of the type is different. What's the name of this type? And what's the name of this type? It says so. That's the name of the type. Okay. Now see this package declaration here applies to the types defined in a Java file. In one Java file, we have only one package declaration. Okay? We declare only one statement where we declare the package. We are declaring the prefix. Okay, fine. Okay, oh, we need to save it somehow. Okay, fine. So today I think, yes, the main idea was about the inheritance thing and comparing with the composition part. Okay, fine. Tomorrow I'll talk about package. And tomorrow we'll be looking at the package part. Okay, but still I need to save it, right? So this one, this cuboid also, we don't want to save it at the same place. Okay, or you would like to save it at the same place? Okay, let's save it here itself. Okay, so
by declaring package, will it create like folder or it is just
it's up to you. It's up to you. See, as far as your Java files are concerned, you are responsible for managing them. So you decide whether you would like to put them in a folder or not in a folder, or fine. It's for your sake. Fine. But when you compile, fine. When you compile this file, okay, want to see what happens with this file? When I make a compilation with this? Okay, let's see what the compiler is doing for me. Okay, so this one file is cuboid.java, but remember I haven't saved the other one. Okay, I have to still save the other one. Maybe I'll give it a different name altogether. Okay, initially just for our purpose. And yeah, let's compile now. Want to compile cuboid.java. Okay. There are errors because rectangle. Yeah. Okay. Fine. There are errors at this moment. But if there were no errors, oh, maybe even for rectangle, we would like to do this. Have a prefix. Okay. So yeah, I can reduce some errors from just by making that one change. Okay. So okay. Fine. I'll just compile only rectangle.java. Fine. Let's compile. And this has compiled. Let's see the bin folder. You find a folder called geometry. Okay. See, the rectangle dot class which is here is of which date and time? It's not today's. Oh, is it today's?
Yes.
That's at 8.2. Oh, we compiled cuboid and it had to compile the rectangle because cuboid depended on the rectangle. Okay, fine. Let's just see what is there inside the geometry folder. It's in the bin, right? Where the class files are there. It says there's a folder called shapes for me. And let's see what's there in the shapes. There is the rectangle class and even the test rectangle. Both of them are having the prefix. What's the prefix? Geometry.shapes.rectangle, geometry.shapes.test rectangle. Maybe the test rectangle, I don't want it here. I want it in a different prefix. Then what? Should be in a separate Java file. One Java file, one packet declaration. When you declare that's a beginning thing. First you declare the package. Okay. If you don't declare package, it has the unnamed package. Right? Because you declared a package, everything in this, every type you define is having that as the prefix. So because it is geometry.shapes.rectangle, the type is geometry.shapes.rectangle, and you ask it to put it in the bin folder. In bin folder, it created the subdirectories so that it can have a unique way of arranging the class files. Right? Okay. So this is how it identifies it. Now, as far as Java files are concerned, it's up to us to decide how we would like to organize them. But this gives us a good inspiration how we should organize the Java files also. Okay, then we'll continue tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, fine.